Howdy folks, and welcome back to She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Today we're going to be watching Season 1, Episode 4, which is titled Flowers for She-Ra. And I have to assume that this episode is going to focus mainly on the side character that we see in the intro, who, gave a very pleasant smile at us. The character who I believe I gave the name Strawberry Shortcake last time. Same kind of vibe, flowers in the name, and I believe I saw her in the thumbnail on this video on Netflix before I queued it up and got it ready here. And I don't know anything about this character aside from this sweet looking smile, like I said, that she gives in the intro, but in discussing the show in general with people on my Discord, which link to that in the description below if you're interested in joining, somebody said, hey, can I tell you something about that character, Strawberry Shortcake? And I said, yeah, sure, go ahead. They said it's not a spoiler, it's never explicitly stated in the show, but that character is intended by the writers, the creators of the show, to be read as a trans woman. So I guess just a little tidbit to keep in mind as I'm watching this and getting to know this character. I think it's neat. Representation is great. And I know that the show creator himself, N.D. Stevenson, is a trans masculine man. So obviously trans characters are very near and dear to his heart. Glad he got to include one here. Glad, this wasn't censored or removed from existence just because of this character. Unlike Disney just did with a show that I've watched on the channel before, I really need to watch the banned episode of Moon Girl. Even if I don't do season 2 proper, like straight away, I need to do that episode. I have it. I downloaded it before it got, erased from everywhere, if it did even get erased from everywhere. Anyway, that's another story for another day. We're here to watch She-Ra today, and I'm very, very excited. It feels really weird. I feel like the show itself, at least as of right now, is kind of taking its time. Like last episode was episode 3, and it was just Adora finally deciding, I want to fight for the rebellion, kind of, even though it was obvious from the get-go, as soon as she turned into She-Ra, like, oh, you have a higher calling with your power. 3 episodes in, by the end of this episode, we're going to be about a fourth of the way done with the first season, and we're, still just getting started. But that's okay. I know the shows can kick into high gear very, very fast, but I am enjoying the hell out of this show already. So let us scooch over here, prep to watch this thing, as I take this opportunity to thank you for watching me watch this thing. Hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel to see when more of these come out. I do these weekly, if you're new here or just happening to find this or have found the couple, I do my best to keep on that one a week schedule. But if you want to see an episode or two early, uncut, unedited, there's also a link to the Patreon in the description below where you can sign up to do that. And hey, there's been a lot of people who I've been talking to who are very excited for both She-Ra and Fiona and Cake, the other show that I'm going through right now. So, hey, now's a great time to join that Patreon. But as always, I'm just glad that you're here watching on YouTube. Don't forget to leave a like on the video here. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this episode, of the reaction, anything you want to tell me, fake spoilers. When we're getting that beach episode like I asked for last time, I'm recording this before that one went up. So, hey, y'all probably gave me a whole range of answers for that one. I have to assume, though, that the beach episode is going to be whenever we meet the girl who looks like half dolphin or something in the intro. I'll try to point her out when she comes up. But regardless, let's start up She-Ra, Season 1, Episode 4, Flowers for She-Ra. That's a lot of She-Ra, I just said. Starting up in She-Ra, She-Ra, and She-Ra, She-Ra. I feel like every time I see that logo pop up, it should be followed by a previously on She-Ra.
This is awesome! I can't believe Mom agreed to let you stay in right.
Oh, so we're picking up straight away after this.
Yeah. So the last stop on our grand tour is
Strawberry Shortcake.
Your new room. Ta-da!
Oh, wow, that's a large room. Very high ceilings.
You got your vanity, the bathroom, crystals.
Yo, is that tub just constantly bubbling?
More crystals, bed, desk, and of course, the waterfall.
Oh.
Is the waterfall for showering?
Good one, Adora.
No, that's the bubble bath that we pointed out
Waterfall
earlier.
for showering. I'm right down the hall if you need anything.
Okay, so where do you shower then? No showers allowed. Bubble baths only.
I'm sure I'll get the hang of this in no time.
Oh, it's so soft. Oh. Help. A lot softer than that little cot on the ground that you're used to. That one. It was like a mermaid princess. It'd be interesting to see if we meet multiple side characters or just the one.
Come on, get flatter.
Yeah, sure. Oh.
No, go back in.
Well,
go back in.
Removing. Oh. Wow, that's a lot of down.
Clever.
I broke it.
Ma'am. I mean, Your Majesty. Sir.
And you're kicked out of the rebellion.
When I feel the cares of the day weighing upon me, I come here.
Who is that?
King Micah, my husband.
Oh.
He built the rebellion with me, and he was one of the first casualties of the Horde.
And he took all the princes with him, leaving only princesses in his wake.
Glimmer has vouched for you despite your background, and because I greatly love my daughter, I am willing to give you a chance.
You have argued with her every step of the way, though. Even if you do deeply love her. Oh! Adora says, normally I'm used to Catra, but you know what?
Are you okay?
You'll do in a pinch, I guess.
Mom can be a little intense.
Just
But
a
our
little.
weekly meeting with the rebellion generals is today, and you're invited. She wouldn't have invited you if she didn't like you.
You kind of have to with her being She-Ra, right, though?
Come on.
Those are all
Meeting's about to
very
start.
large murals they have
The
around
chairs
here.
are still empty.
Those are for the other Ethereum princesses, but none of them have been active members of the rebellion since I was a kid.
Oh.
The rebellion had a big defeat years ago, and most of the old princesses gave up.
Okay.
The new princesses do the same.
Other than Spinnerella and Natasa. Hey guys!
Spinnerella and...
Sure what they do.
Oh, no. Also, Bo, what are you doing in the chair? You confirmed the other week that you are not a princess.
What? I don't understand.
This is not your chair.
Sorry, first day. Won't have it again.
What did I do?
You sat in my dad's chair.
I was gonna say if that was King Micah's. Yeah, one of our potential names for my kid was Micah.
What is
We ended up not going with it, but that was
She's asking Bright Moon
one
for
of the
assistance.
finalists.
General,
Perfuma's kingdom, Plumeria, is located near the front lines. The Horde has set up camp in her territory.
I'm assuming that's gotta be the
Fight the
flower girl,
Horde.
right?
Glimmer, you propose this idea every meeting.
No! I was gonna say, let's use aggressive fist-to-face sparkles.
I said no, Glimmer. Now sit down.
Glimmer, how many times do I have to tell you? Your sparkles are a terrible idea.
You can send me as She-Ra. I'll make sure everyone gets there safely and protect Bo and Glimmer if the Horde attacks. I promise. I won't disappoint you.
Very well.
Can we start you on a
will
smaller
deliver
mission,
food and
maybe?
supplies to Plumeria, and under no circumstances will you engage the Horde. You leave at dawn.
Okay, so Perfuma is the princess of Plumeria. I just got introduced to a shit ton of names, and I'm fucking terrible with them.
They made you Force Captain?
Congrats, Catra.
Shut up, Kyle.
Now that I'm in charge, Shadow Weaver won't be the only one.
Hi. I love when they incorporate animal noises to characters that have kind of those traits.
Mission?
You will explain how you lost Force Captain Adora.
Like in Hell of a Boss whenever Stolas makes an owl noise.
I know you're lying. I will learn the truth, Catra, even if I have to drag it from you.
Oh, okay. A light weakness.
Out of my way.
Interesting. Good to know. Yeah, she should have known better, though. You'd think if that was like your biggest weakness, you would know to do better than to just like step into the light a little bit. Adora's not here.
Are you going to be She-Ra the entire time we're here?
Could Adora do this?
She just falls out of it and it just crushes her. Ah.
Guys, what is that?
It must be coming from the Horde camp.
You're here!
Oh, I thought she was just gonna
I'm
just
Commander
throw it off to
Adora.
the side.
Ooh, I get a hat.
And it was love at first sight. Swift wind.
The universe has heard our pleas and sent the legendary She-Ra.
Okay, so everybody knows about She-Ra. I have saved this wagon.
We've heard about the blockade and we've come to help. Welcome to Plumeria, She-Ra.
Oh, kiss that baby.
Come with me. I'll show you around.
And whoever that
You'll
is.
love it.
That baby's mom.
We're known for our beautiful flowers, our majestic trees, and this is the heart blossom, the center of our kingdom, and the source of all my magical powers.
Oh, that's good to know that it's tied to something.
This tree is fine.
We're going through a little rough patch, but I'm sure the universe will right itself soon.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The blight hit right after the Horde arrived. We don't know why, and nothing I do stops it. But we don't dwell on the negative. Look at the positive. The heart blossom is still healthy.
I love how the music went from like kind of like a, not quite a minor, but just kind of more down to as soon as she got more cheerful again, the music kind of picked back up and got all happy. Glimmer's not the only one that needs to recharge her powers.
Refuse me!
Shadow Weaver,
Lord Hordak.
you have disobeyed my orders.
Oh, that little imp
I've
thing
done
is
no
his
such
pet.
thing.
Then explain to me why you've requisitioned more troops to look for one missing soldier. A soldier I ordered you to give up on.
Oh. Yo, we're getting a lot of little info in this one.
Our mission is to destroy the princesses and their ridiculous rebellion.
By the way, I'm just now getting around to checking my tea, but it's
Shadow
Rooibos
Weaver.
today.
Our ground troops demand your full attention. And never forget, I gave you your magical power. And at my slightest
Okay.
whim, I can take it away.
So now that we've gotten more of him, I kind of glossed over. I mentioned last time that I was like, I recognize that voice. I know that voice. And I have an idea who it is. I was so caught up with just looking for the words Legend of Korra on the screen that like I just kind of skimmed through everything else on the IMDb page. But friend of the channel show, I mean, as much as a show can be a friend of the channel, from the Owl House, voicing Darius, one of the, that show had a lot of good voices, but certainly one of the best. Every time I heard him speak, like it was, dude's got a really good voice. And while Darius was, more aloof and yes, he was powerful, but he was always kind of laid back and stuff. Hearing him be like super serious bad guy in this one is, it's nice. It suits his voice, certainly. I think there was one other thing people told me that he was in, but now I am not remembering what it was. But Darius being the big one for me for at least stuff I've seen for the channel and whatnot. So I had to speak up to right that wrong from last time. I'm sure my eyes just passed right by Owl House and I just kept going because I was like, he has to have been Amon. He has to have been Amon. Oops, he wasn't.
No, it's okay. You need this food more than we do.
Nonsense!
Plus, didn't
It is
She-Ra
our
bring food?
honor to serve the She-Ra.
This is terrible.
Honored to have you.
Whoa, that's She-Ra.
Yes, I know, the She-Ra.
Man, everyone is so thirsty for She-Ra.
Just like in the stories.
What stories?
The stories.
Also,
we've
there's
been
some
telling
smoke
for
back there.
thousands of years.
Oh.
She-Ra, the warrior who tamed the beast of Beast Island with
Nah, you carved that 5 minutes ago when I wasn't looking.
Or the time she borrowed my toothbrush and used it to defeat an army
Oh.
of Horde soldiers.
And then she brushed her teeth with it and she said, "Oh shit, this is yours." Damn it, Bo. Oh, that baby again.
Hey, calm down.
Hey, at the very least, that baby's reaching up for her instead of like, give me my mom.
Thank you for the
Wind chime.
wind chime.
Yo, seriously though, can we check on that fire, please?
So excited for you to heal our land and bring all the plants back to life. Will you be doing it before the drum circle or after?
You want me to heal your land?
She just falls out of it, turns back to Adora. She said, "That's it. I'm going home."
Wait, it's not that simple. Plus, I don't like the look of that smoke. Maybe we should investigate.
We?
Yes, you too.
This is my power. I grow plants.
It's barely more useful than Glimmer's.
We're not strong enough to go up against the Horde. All we want is to live peacefully in our ancestral home.
Because I have to make JoJo's references in every, well, this is a quasi JoJo's reference. Because I have to make JoJo's references in every show that I watch. Here's mine. Every JoJo's fan eventually thinks like, what would my stand be if I had a stand? And I came up with, I was big into them at the time, that my stand would be called Porcupine Tree. And also I had just like read part 5, or the part 5 anime had just come out. And one of my favorite stands from that one was White Album, that was essentially ice armor. And I just love the idea of like a wearable stand. It was like one of the first times we'd ever really seen it. And it was just so cool. Like, no pun intended, the fact it was ice. But so I came up with the idea that my stand would be called Porcupine Tree, and it would be essentially wood armor. But when I'm not like wearing it, I could like manifest in like plant creation. So yes, I called it like a worthless power here that Perfuma, I think her name is, has, just barely more useful than Glimmer's. But deep down in my heart of hearts, I have imagined what if I had that power as well. You know, why not? It was fun. Plus, it was mostly just for the porcupine tree joke. Because, you know, every stand has to be named after a band or a song. But anyway, that's my embarrassing self-insert JoJo's What If I Had a Stand. Let me know what your stand would be in the comments below, please. Also, JoJo's Part 7 anime, whenever that happens. I think I'm probably going to be doing that, so look for that. Hopefully it's going to be announced sometime kind of soon. Plugging stuff potentially happening in the very distant future. That's what everyone comes to hear.
We need you, She-Ra.
Healing! That is a thing I know how to do. I just need to take Bow and Glimmer over to those trees for a moment.
Why don't you just concentrate really hard? That seems to work whenever you need to transform.
Okay.
Also, good on her for keeping it up this long. I was going to say, watch her... Uh-oh.
Did I do it?
No, you punched a tree. That's kind of the opposite of healing.
Yeah, those are some strong rainbows. Just as strong as the ones from the heavy weather arc in JoJo's. Oh boy, this is the one where I just make a shit ton of JoJo's references, huh? Oh no! All she can do is make Pegasi.
Is that what happened to our horse?
Yeah, you know, that is, you know, destroying the trees is the opposite of healing them, She-Ra.
I thought I was better as She-Ra, but I'm useless no matter what form I take.
And slot her She-Ra powers right under Glimmer's. That smoke you were concerned about? Oh. Source of her power, huh?
The heart blossom is dying. Please, She-Ra, heal our land.
Maybe go find the source of the blight? A horde soldier.
Who are you? And where's She-Ra?
My name is Adora.
Yo, they are all just high as fuck over there, aren't they?
Then you can't save us?
Yo, I called out that smoke like 10 minutes ago.
There might be another way. I know the Horde. I think they're using one of their machines to poison your land.
I may not be able to heal the land, but I can punch tanks real good.
We have to believe the universe will repay the Horde for their evil deeds eventually.
Yeah, man. It's all about karma and stuff.
I just wanted to help, but all I've done is disappoint an entire kingdom.
Okay, seriously, go to the smoke. Come
You
on.
have a plan, don't you?
Yeah, I think I do. All clear.
Oh. 3 horde soldiers. Yo, also Glimmer
Okay,
in the...
we need to find that machine. Every Horde camp is laid out the same. Our duty is
Like
always
Bo,
to
it
have our
kind of
shifts,
looks like it
so we walk in while the shift
suits him a
changes in
little.
3,
But Glimmer, absolutely
2,
not.
1. Shift change.
Well, what do you know? It's a machine that's poisoning their land.
You were right. The Horde is poisoning the land.
Hey, what are you doing here?
We have security clearance, password 5 Echo 9er. Now be on your way.
We haven't used that password in months. Hands up!
Adora?
Why'd you put your hands up?
Run!
You could have punched them.
If we don't make it, I wanted to say I'm sorry. I couldn't be the hero you wanted. Adora.
Well, they didn't make it. Time to leave anyway.
Even though we were so negative, Glimmer was right. This is our home.
We just really
Don't
needed
let
the
her
good
do this
vibes,
alone.
man.
We need to help them. Get the war chimes. We march.
The war chimes. Of course I have to make Monster Hunter references in everything I watch. They all main hunting horn. Each and every one of them. She's still pretty strong even when she's not She-Ra.
How many soldiers can you take?
Between 1 and 0.
Oh, but come on, Bo. I guess he doesn't have his bow with him, right?
If you give me a minute.
Where's your sword, Adora? Please tell me you left it somewhere. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Always said the universe will repay the Horde one day. Well, I guess that day is today.
Hell yeah.
For the She-Ra.
What the fuck? Plants are coming at me.
Hey.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game. The fans? No. Okay, that's what... Okay. I didn't realize you could fit a fan in there. Oh, or a sword. And here's our magical transformation. Time to just, you know, fill up a little bit. I forget how long it is. It's like twice as long as I always expect it to be. Yeah, there's a moment in there where she kind of like the sword like comes back down and she like goes like that. And I feel like it should end there, but then she still has to gear up a little bit more. Oh. So she one-shotted it. Now who's just as useless as Glimmer? I'm kidding, Glimmer might be my favorite.
You inspired us to save ourselves. How can we ever repay you?
Join the rebellion.
Didn't that go horribly the first time?
It went horribly for our parents.
Yeah, but we didn't have
a chance
She-Ra.
to do it right. Think what all the princesses united could do.
Plus She-Ra.
Force Captain Catra reporting
This was brought to me by retreating soldiers.
Oh.
Retreating because their camp was attacked by Adora.
Yep.
And She-Ra.
Two separate people who cannot be the same.
Did you think you could keep the truth from me?
It's not. It's just a phase.
Yeah, She-Ra's just a phase.
Because until I tell you otherwise, that is your mission. No matter where Adora goes, no matter how long it takes, my shadow spies will find her. Find her and bring her home.
Just make sure to stay out of the light because that's your one weakness. You're going to the brightest place in the world.
You've never slept in a room by yourself before.
Aww.
Bo and I thought we'd throw you a sleepover.
We even got you a new bed.
Oh, it's a cot, just like her, just like she's used to.
And Mom said she'd
That's progress.
consider my plan to recruit new princesses into the rebellion.
Yay! Maybe then I'll get to meet everyone else from the intro.
Best friend squad is having a pillow fight.
Yeah, we're not calling ourselves that.
I prefer the Glimmer group.
Nah.
The Bow
We're the
Patrol.
Best friend squad.
Okay, fine, whatever. That was fun. I like that one. So that one kind of falls more into Genesis Rodriguez, by the way, was Perfuma. I was looking for that name in the cast. That episode fell a lot more in line with what I was expecting after the first couple episodes. And yes, we didn't really get that in episode 3, but this was very much along the lines, kind of like I mentioned when I compared it to the Sonic Sat-Am series from the 90s, where it was a bunch of like, oh, bad stuff is happening over here. Let's go there and beat the bad guys kind of stuff. So I assumed it was going to be a lot of Adora and everybody going on missions. Oh, the Horde is attacking here. Go there, kind of, so to speak. Whereas here it was just like, we don't know that the Horde is there, but we need to go there. Bring them supplies. I guess there's a blockade, I think they said. But then it turned out that there was like an actual attack like happening. So yeah, a lot more in line with what I was expecting, like I said, but it was still a lot of fun. It's still, you know, it's always fun to meet new characters and stuff. And like I said, like the plant kinesis kind of stuff is I think it's a neat power, even if I did call it a little useless. It's not the most busted thing I've ever seen. It's no She-Ra powers, right? But you know, it was, you know, pretty par for the course, right? Like it was a lot of like, oh, She-Ra's the best. We all love She-Ra. Let's give her all the things. And then she couldn't immediately help with the problem, lose faith, you know, go on that little bit of an arc where we learn the lesson of, you know, people can help in different ways, right? I mean, even, you know, hey, even the people running by with like a blanket that like wrapped that guy up, like still managed to take that guy out. I don't know what the people with a little leaf fans were doing to the one guy, but you know, maybe he just got freaked out. Why are they attacking me with these things? But yeah, I don't think I have too much to say about this one. Like I said, it's weird because it's basic, but I still enjoyed it a lot. I feel like I had a good smile on my face throughout most of it. That's all. I feel bad because usually my intros are like super long and long-winded and I talk a lot and people click off the videos anyway, but now this time I'm like, you know, kind of struggling to think of something to say. And like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's not that the episode was bad or that like, oh, I just got nothing to say about this one. It's just more along the lines of what I expected the whole time. That's all. So I guess I'm going to stop it there. I feel like I should be talking for another 3 minutes, but you know what? Let's get out of here. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Like I said, I had a fun time watching this one. I hope you had a fun time watching me watch this one. So don't forget to leave a like on your way out, like I said. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this episode, what you think of Perfuma, and anything else going on. Leave me some fake spoilers, as always, for what's to come in the show. And other than that, I'll catch you next time for the next episode of She-Ra. Take it easy, everybody.